Hey guys, welcome back to Studio 44. Phil Sherman here. This video is going to be a little bit of a different kind of video. It's a stadium extravaganza, don't get me wrong, but we're going to handle things a little bit differently today. How can I put it? We have a shit ton to get through, so let's go. We're starting things off with a stadium you guys have already seen both here and on Sewell's Stadium Creator channel. This stadium was created for Sewell's Home Run Derby contest, or his challenge. It's called Canoe Company Field, Salt Lake City, Utah. Has an altitude of 1780, and it was built in 2017 by our good buddy Fiserv. Starting off in center field because I remember him telling me that this was a lot of anomalies at first, but he had to replace any of the green with the big hills back there. As you can see, there are some anomalies going on. The new one here flipped around. Ooh, that's kind of a good idea. I like that as maybe a batter's eye. I like the size, and I guess it looks a little bit more modern and official, but I don't like the plants on it. But if you spin it around, that could work. Fiserv, you may just give me an idea here, buddy. But you also have the San Francisco batter's eye, and you have this cool little picnic area out here that is on the tile, and a nice little grass area over here above this fantastic section, which is blending in this lit up building with Western Metal Supply Company, so you can use the balconies as seating. Very cool idea. And then you got more layers over here. I forgot about the Moonshot Casino expanding out of Las Vegas into different parts of the country now. There we have some picnic tables, and he's using the sign as pillars. Nice move. He did the same thing over here. This also looks great with this little bleacher section and what looks like could be a bullpen. Again, Sewell and I feel silly with the 44 and the 21 up there with Jackie. I don't think we've reached Jackie level, but thanks for the nod, Pfizer. Appreciate it. Much love. Here we have some statues with a canoe sitting in the middle. There's something about this canoe. A lot of people have done it lately, but blending it into a wall and just have it sit there, it kind of looks pretty cool. So I dig it. Great corner using the dirt and some bushes. People are chilling out watching the game from there. Pretty, no, not too standard around and behind. He did a great job curving the second deck that hosts bleachers. And then on top of that is like a custom luxury seating section using the lazy river as windows. Top deck looks good. Lights surrounding the whole stadium. Fantastic. I love the greenery on top of the Moonshot Casino as well. Canoe Company Field labeled on top of the scoreboard. Nice touch adding this scoreboard in as kind of a host to not only the scoreboard but the two canoes and Canoe Company Field. Canoes! We have canoes, and we have ourselves a stamp. But fantastic. Thank you. Fantastic stadium. Might as well stick with the theme and go with another stadium that was created for Sewell's Home Run Derby Challenge. This is Exhibition Field in Cleveland, Ohio. Has an altitude of 653 feet. It was built in 1989, and this one comes to us from Mr. Sluggish Moth 953. Again, this has been sitting in my queue for such a long time because I didn't want to show it before it was seen on Sewell's Home Run Challenge. And oh my God, what an awesome stadium. I love how this concrete kind of surrounds this huge wall in right field. It acts as a railing to keep everybody in up here, and then it cuts through instead of going straight back, so people right up against the wall have an angle to the field where they can still see. And I love the scoreboard that doubles as a support for the bleacher section up there and as the scoreboard right in the middle of the home run fence. Out freaking standing. Ballpark eats sections above and below, and then more balconies over here where people are chilling out, and you can see inside there's people grabbing some concessions as well. Beautiful. This little section as well with the curved, or not the curved, but the slanted wall instead of 90 degrees. Excellent. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Little sign is up there. Cool deck above the batter's eye. And then I love the curved hit it here. Brilliant. Oh, I never really noticed this little section before either, but I love it. I'm guessing if you hit it here, you win this boat. Nice little niche in here where you have the out-of-time scoreboard. A nice little standing room deck that has luxury seating behind it. Built right into the big tower. It's a great base. I love this base. I wish we could get like a wall of just that base where you didn't have to attach the big tower to the stadium. But, oh, I went way over it. But, yeah, it's fantastic. It's nice to host the scoreboard and some luxury seating, which, by the way, goes all the way around. Beautiful. It's fantastic. Made everything so clean on the outside of the stadium as he used the modem building as a face-off, which looks amazing. Ugh, so good. Sluggish Moth, maybe this should have been your entry into the contest. The stadium looks fantastic. I mean, and I've said it a million times, any stadium you create could win a contest. And the big one, the Stadium of the Year contest. It's freaking outstanding. Flip that light switch real quick. And this is usually where I tend to throw the stamp at the stadium, and I will certainly do that again here. So good. Using plaza level as field level seating, I think that's a cool idea. He's got a little camera well on the wall right there. Very Minnesota Twinsy Metrodome back in the day. If there's any old fogies like me out there who remember the Metrodome. Fantastic. Love it, Sluggish Moth. Thank you. This is another stadium we've seen here on Studio 44, but not in Sewell's. But this one was submitted to the Stadium of the Year contest. Comes to us from Jedi Yank. It's Goon Docks Field in Astoria, Oregon, where Goonies took place, and Kindergarten Cop has an altitude of 1,500 feet, built in 1985. You will see plenty of references to Goonies. I've seen the movie only twice. As much of a nerdy movie guy I am, that's one movie I just did not catch a lot when I was a kid. My wife is a fan, so she had me watch it a couple times in my adult years. I'd never watched it as a kid. I caught pieces of it here and there, usually towards the end. But, yeah, you got the Fratelli Grill and the Goon Docks. Takes you all the way out to the dock back there with the lighthouse. Looks great. Bunch of people standing out on this deck where you got Willie's. Is Willie the dude with the eye, the funky eye, and the Superman shirt? Oh, no, is that Chunk? No, Chunk is the kid, right? But you got Chunk Burgers built in perfectly with the Hall of Fame sign. Fantastic. Jedi Yank always has good stuff, of course. Got some anomalies in the background with the futuristic, with the newer racetrack-looking batter's eye. Looks like two Phillies next to each other, and then it's built into this customized building back here where you have this guy. Oh, this is another anomaly. And this guy, and the two staircases, and whichever. Oh, this is pretty much customized from the get-go, the whole thing. Yeah. Excellent work. Very cool. Got the Futurist Gallery in here with two spotlights. And you got SCDP, Sterling Cooper Draper something. I can't remember what the P stands for, but he mentions that he has a lot of offense. But he mentioned that he has a lot of Office, Goonies, and Mad Men references in his builds. And this is Mad Men. I love how he doubled up on, or quadrupled up, there's 4 of them, on the scoreboard to host this bigger one. Great idea. I might have to borrow that in a future build. I think that looks great. And then throwing the signs in there and above. Fantastic. Pretty standard around and behind. As we take it back to right field, where I love this little custom building too, made out of the stairs. Little home run deck on top of everything. Excellent. Jedi Yank has some fantastic stuff. And, of course, he built the stadium that finally led me to looking into using anomalies from the get-go. He had, I think it was called Dairy Park, where he had the old Texas Rangers batter's eye from the ballpark in Arlington all the way around the field. It was a very cool stadium. You can see it right here in Studio 44 in a 2023 Stadium Extravaganza video. Flip that light switch and we'll flip over a stamp. It looks great. What can I say? It's gorgeous. You have sailboats. No other boats, including canoes, but we can let it fly. We can forgive Jedi Yank. We'll forgive it this time, but it's a great park. Easily could have moved on to the second round, or the first round, I should say. It didn't make it past his prologue, but easily could have been his representation in the contest. So, excellent work. Thank you, Mr. Jedi Yank. It's been a while since we've seen you in here, so hope to see a little bit more consistency with them builds and sending them in. Love to show them. Another creator who I'm always happy to show their stadiums is longtime contributor to Studio 44 and just about any YouTuber who shows baseball stadiums is our good buddy Archmage. This is Kuebler's Park, Giants Park, 1915, MLB 24. It's in St. Louis, Missouri. Altitude of 428 feet, built in 1906, and I'm guessing it's for his good buddies over at ATG. There it is. You know what Arch does. People ask him, hey, I need this park, and he builds them. He uses whatever references he can, to the point where I think he had to get a book out of the library once because he couldn't find pictures online of it. Not this stadium necessarily, but one of the ones I showed recently, and he just finds a way to make his stadiums look like they do in the pictures that he finds. Always does a great job with the little villages around. Always throws references to ATG in here, who do all these great old school rosters that you can always find in the vaults. Hopefully in 25 they'll carry over at least some players. Oh, if I could just keep the players, that would be good enough for me, just to create people I create, you know, just those guys. Doesn't have to be the card pack guys that I know people have and, you know, put into their rosters, but still, you know, just give me the guys I make. Gem razors, arrow collars, Fatima, and sensible cigarette. Fantastic. Little bleacher section out here. Reinhold extra dry. Rheingold extra dry. You got Cracker Jacks, the Players Alliance. People are chilling out on the roof across the street, which you might... Oh, no, this is way deep out here, isn't it? Oh, yeah. You ain't getting the ball across the street here. Let's see. Go! 378, yeah. No. That's a bomb over there. Let's see. Can we pull this back and find out? Oh, you can't even get it there. 500 feet. I mean, you've hit over 500 feet bombs in this game before. So maybe in a home run derby. I doubt in the actual game itself. But that's fun. It would be a cool target because you're not going just across the street. You're going across 2 streets. Outstanding. Great job, Arch. Another little custom softball field back here, it looks like, having to use the concourse. And then what does he got here to use as the pitching rubber? Oh, okay. The field. Oh, that makes sense because you got the home run fence and the rest of it. Okay. Arch finds a way. Yes. He's like Jeff Goldblum. Yes, Arch. Arch always finds a way. Yes. I don't know why I do Jeff Goldblum so much. I don't do a good impression. No. But, yeah. You know, if it's an Arch stadium, it's gorgeous. Using the perfect props as pillars. You know, the old wooden guys for the light posts makes very much sense. Makes a lot of sense. How about that? I'm trying to show these so much faster, guys, because I want to record 2 today. But I also want to play Zelda when the wife gets home. I've been on my Zelda kick lately. There's times where I'm like playing Zelda and it's like, okay, I don't want to stop. I don't want to stop. I don't want to stop. Okay, just 10 more minutes. 8 hours later, it's 3 o'clock in the morning and I got to work at 6. And then I go to bed and then I'm at work going, I need Zelda. I need Zelda. I got to play Zelda. I got to play Zelda. It's and yet there's so many things about it that infuriate me. I'm talking about Tears of the Kingdom, of course. I never got through Breath of the Wild. I let those things get to me to the point where I couldn't finish it. Breath of the Wild was the first one I never finished. I haven't finished Tears of the Kingdom yet, but I'm going to. There's a couple Game Boy games back there, like the Oracle ones, and I don't think I ever finished Spirit Tracks. Or was it? I don't know. One of the DS ones where you had to use the pen. One of those I didn't finish. But I actually really liked the first one that you used with the stylus. I can't remember. Was it Phantom Hourglass? Does that sound right? I don't know. But yeah, I love those 3S Zelda games. I like Link Between Worlds too. That's basically Link to the Past. That one's really fun. I'm trying to find a way, because I only beat that one once, and it was a long time ago. I'm trying to find a way, if anybody knows, to hack the 3DS that I have without ruining it, to project it onto a TV somehow or hook it up to the TV somehow so my wife can play it with me. We have so much fun playing Zelda games together. But Arch, you throw the light on in this freaking city and it looks gorgeous. I think that just might be our thumbnail. Beautiful. Wablammo. Stamped it. That's a good way, Philly, to not keep your videos short. Ramble on like an idiot. Arch, thank you so much. Gorgeous stadium. Okay, I'm trying to get through these guys, trying to sprinkle them in, keep them a little separated, but I got sloppy or lazy or whatever, and here we are with another stadium that has been shown here on this channel as part of the Stadium of the Year contest. It was not created for the contest. It was created for this gentleman's very own YouTube channel. This is, of course, Kansas City Ballpark in Kansas City, Missouri. Has an altitude of 702 feet. Built in 2023 by MD Baseball 05. You may know him better as Gopper Gaming. He does some fantastic work on his channel. And if you're looking for tips, tricks, anything like that, he has some great little tutorials on how to build a fantastic stadium. Look at the detail and the meticulous work and placement of every prop that went into this build to make it look as great as it does. I love how the decks are kind of offset from each other. The grass area on top that hosts the scoreboard and this walkway look amazing. I think he told me that this is based off design ideas for a future downtown ballpark in Kansas City. I know Kaufman's days are numbered thanks to new ownership, but it doesn't make any of this any more amazing. I'm pretty sure there's some touches of his that A, he couldn't either recreate with the renderings, or B, just decided to spruce up because he's such a good builder. Look at this customized press box / luxury seating section in center field. Out freaking standing. My dear Lord. Has the Cleveland Guardian sign out here. Has the Cleveland Guardian scoreboard out here, which is hosted by another custom structure. Ivy on the walls, tile, and I don't remember what this one's called, but they're mixed in together to, keep the stadium looking a lot less dull. Separating the seating sections with the little luxury decks. This would be a fantastic concept if you have like your own little private suite in here, and then you come out and there's this deck with a balcony and you can sit down at a picnic table and you're shaded and you're eating, maybe either on this fence or at the table, and you got a view of the game. You're going to get some home run balls in there. I love this little curved piece of the concourse that has the camera well on top, layered plants surrounding the batter's eye, and then of course you can't have a Kansas City stadium without the fountains. Amazing work from MD Baseball 05 or Gopper Gaming right here on YouTube. He builds a lot of stadiums and then replaces the pieces of junk, like in Tampa and Oakland, in his franchises modes. And he has franchise highlights and all kinds of stuff. I think he has a couple different channels where he plays different games too. So, Gopper Gaming, glad we found each other. I'm glad that your stadiums are being shown here as well. They'll make my videos so much better. So thank you for that. I like this little entrance too to the building across the way. And I can't imagine I have any subscribers that you don't, but any that are not subscribed to Gopper Gaming already, by all means, get on over there and check out his stuff, like his videos, and subscribe to his channel because he's got fantastic stuff. Let's flip on that light switch. Did I stamp it already? Well, let's make sure we do that. If I did, he gets 2 stamps. That's how bad my memory's going. Oh, boy. I'm going to end up... Fantastic work, sir. I love it. We're getting there, folks. We're almost to the brand new stadiums, but first I want to give this stadium another shout out because I loved it. This is Yellow Rock Park in Argonne, Maryland. Did I say Argonne right? Argonne? It's in Maryland, has an altitude of 950 feet, built in 2024, comes to us from our good buddy Big Impact. This was the stadium that ended up winning his prologue round to represent him in the Stadium of the Year contest, and he had a lead for most of the contest, most of that first round, and then at the very end, Jay Disk garnered some votes up, and he ended up taking Yellow Rock Park out of the contest. But again, I want to show all the stadiums that I showed for the first time in the contest in a stadium extravaganza video because they get so many more views in an extravaganza video. I mean, look at this fun little area under here with some kiosks back there, and everybody's held out from, you know, reaching over and Jeffrey Mayer, and which he knows all about because I happened against his Orioles. Congratulations on having an Oriole represented on the cover this year, Big Impact with Gunnar Henderson. But yeah, these guys got the futuristic barricade to keep them off the field or from reaching over. I love using the lazy river as a railing for this grassed-in area, which also is loaded with bushes and kiosks and a playground, and here's the steps to take you up. Man, every stadium this guy builds better and better every time, cleaner and cleaner, but still with his very creative, unique, out there ideas. Love them. Dude out here is robbing a home run. Dude down here is doing some pitching. These guys are checking it all out. I know he said he did want to incorporate the rye and this whole building combination. Then, of course, he often customizes the concession stands for either local or places he made up. Like I think McArnold's is a joke on McDonald's. You got R&R Cafe. He always wanted to use this building, he said, when we chatted with him live on a stream doing the prolonged stadiums. And, of course, donate your canoes. Canoes! Donate your canoes. Visit canoesforphil.org. Oh, I got such a big kick out of that. And then the barricade is holding up the canoes on either side of the scoreboard. Fantastic. Mr. Subs. Man, it's been a long time since I've had a sub. Uh-oh. This doesn't look right. Did he fall victim? Did he lose some pieces or something? I don't know. Fix that for him. Looks great around and behind. Got some old school brick buildings back there. Behind center field is just the standard upper deck section. And then he says, hello from Yellow Rock Park. Named it Yellow Rock as a take on Wizard of Oz. The Wiz has been a big thing when he was working on this. Not the Wiz. I keep saying the Wiz. Wicked was a big thing when he was making this. And instead of yellow brick, he went with Yellow Rock. It's a gorgeous stadium. I love it. And it's certainly a stampable stadium. Look at all that stuff going on out there. His stadiums are always so much fun. And as he gets better and better, his stadiums get cleaner and cleaner. And just, they're great. Nice work. Big Impact. Now, you want to talk about funky, unique, creative ideas. look no further than Age of Creators Stadium by All Sports Are Fake. The city is in Google Maps, www. Has an altitude of 1,666 feet, built in 2024 by, again, All Sports Are Fake. He has some very fun ideas in this stadium. I love all the stone decks and paths and walkways and bridges and plant life coming up from the water and trees coming up from the water and dudes floating apparently over. Oh my, there's two of them, but okay, nice work. The scoreboard out here. Did we fall victim to some missing props maybe? Or did we not delete some stuff? I don't know. Either way, it's forgivable because it's a beautiful looking stadium. I think he submitted this into the contest, but did not end up using this one. Yeah, Temple of Syrinx was his stadium. Unfortunately, I don't think that stadium has moved on, but it's still a cool stadium, great ideas, and he was right in making room for canoes. We have canoes. Can't have a baseball stadium without canoes. And MLB The Show 24. Well, as long as there's water. But even if there's not water, you can find ways of, fitting them in. I like the glove out here that's kind of built into this funky deck. You got some barrels, okay? But I love the stone ground, the stone walkways, decks. This one's really cool where you can kind of maybe stand on this. Looks like grating, over like a sewer or whatever, but you're looking down at a nice little pond or river or whatever kind of body of water this is, as opposed to dirty nasty sewer. But the waterfall's coming in and more barrels. Okay, then you got the Aqua Theater in the background. People are watching things there. Oh, and there's the roller coaster that goes through. Tried to follow the track right in. Did not succeed very well. Excellent looking park. Lots of buildings blended together to kind of face off the building and act as the structures for the bleachers and upper decks and second decks and all that stuff. Very funky bridge or walkway behind home plate. Very cool. Very fun. Nothing standard about this ballpark at all. Very crazy. Very unique. It's not congested like Syrinx is, but there's a lot going on, and I'm a fan to the point where I'm going to stamp it. Nice job. All Sports Are Fake with Age of Creators. Again, we did see this in the prologue video, which was 8 hours long. At least one of them was. So I wanted to sneak this one in again, so maybe it would get another look for those people who, tend to skip over those 8-hour videos or skip through those 8-hour videos and maybe didn't land on this one. Which is why you'll see, and he did the old blend a bunch of end caps together to create stairs. Love it. But, yeah, I like to sneak these back in. I said it when I showed it the first time, make sure you send it in so I can show it again on the Stadium Extravaganza. But I think we are getting ready to show you some newer parks. I think with one or two that we've seen before mixed in there, but most of these next ones are going to be new, so let's take a look. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Murdercap is back. Speedway Park, Indianapolis, Indiana. Altitude of 1,500 feet, built in 2032. Is this the place where they're going to have a game? They're going to play a game in the middle of a racetrack next year? Is it Speedway Park? But it's pretty fun. Look at this. You got big bleacher section out here and right. Bleacher section out here and left. And I'm assuming that the regular built-in stands for the racetrack would be used in the corner for home plate. All that stuff. I know they have an infield, right, at a racetrack. I'm not a racing guy. I never got it, why people love it so much. I mean, I get that the guys are going so fast and it takes a lot of stamina and a lot of control over the vehicle and stuff like that. I get how it's difficult. I get why it's tough to do. I just certainly know how dangerous it is. So Yeah, it takes a lot of bravery to do some racing, that's for sure. So, yeah, I mean, there's not much to say about it. I mean, he looks like he did a great job with the customizable trucks out here. Each truck has its own little shipping container. Oh, look at that. He put two together to create the extra wheels. Nice work. That was well done. And then you got a bunch of different cars, I'm guessing, or trucks that carry the race cars because you can't drive them on the street, right? And then this is obviously the pit. This place is the pits. There you go. Flea Market open Monday to Thursday, 8 to 8. Welcome to Baseball Speedway Park. And I think AP Ballparks, is that his name? AP Gaming. He has a bunch of channels too. But back in the day, he made a racetrack long before MLB thought to do it. I'll have to check that guy out, see if he's still building stadiums. I think he did the Moon and the Hangar that were really popular. I mean, they used to be like Costco. You'd see them everywhere in the first two versions of the game. Or maybe it was just 22. I don't remember. But yeah, he's got concessions and he's got the steakhouse. And he extended the bleachers or the field level seating all the way down in left field. So cool. This is what it was like watching the game in Toronto. That's where we were. Like the home run fence was way the hell up here, and we were back here watching the Yankees play the Blue Jays. Mattingly hit a home run, and I was freaking asleep because I was like 7 or 8. Come on, cut me some slack, right? I was in 3rd grade. But yeah, fun idea, cool concept. Oh, why does this field look so dark? There's lights everywhere. Is it just me? He's got lights behind home plate. Maybe they could be a little taller. But yeah, it's pretty dark. But he's only used 73%. He's got 27% memory left where he could get in here and, maybe add some more stands. I don't know. But either way, it's a cool looking stadium. Mr. Murdercap, love it, dig it. I think I saw you on my live stream today. I was on for 8 minutes babbling on about the 25 version of the game, how it's going to be released on March 18th with early access on the 14th. 3 cover athletes in Gunnar Henderson, Paul Skeens, and Ellie De La Cruz. Very fun. Bridge back there going over the racetrack. Fun ideas. Nice work, Mr. Murder. On to another stadium that we haven't seen yet on Studio 44. We have St. Patrick's Square, Montreal, in Montreal, Canada. Has an altitude of 125 feet, built in 2028. So get your TARDIS, get your DeLorean, get your hot tubs, and head on to the future where you can check this ballpark out. It comes to us from our good buddy Murph075. It was so good to meet Mrs. Murph. She was in the last premiere. Cool to see that Mrs. Murph appreciates the work done by you guys. I like right field with the multiple decks and the windows from the building we're very familiar with. It's been around since day one. Smokey's Poutine. Oh, my God. We have a place here that does poutine. It's so good, but Canada's really known for it, right? Oh. Burp. Pretty sure you can get poutine at the Rogers Center. At least you could at one point. I think I got poutine at the World Baseball Classic in 2009 when I went. Labatt, Canadians Team Store, another signature Murph move, moving all these signs out of the way and putting in his own to create them. He said that he Google Earthed the spot that looked like it could fit a stadium. He said the little creek in left field is a recreation of the buildings. Wait, the little creek and the city in left field is a recreation of the real buildings in that area. So over here, it looks like he did some research to recreate that section. And then he says this park is a real park, but he fancied it up. This deck is outstanding with the multi-layered trees. Bricking up the hot dog and snack shack concessions. Looks great. Nice fountain in center field. Big scoreboards in both behind the batter's eye and in left. More concessions. Field level seating. Dialed up by plaza level seating. The steps. Ooh, look at this. That's a good way to do steps, huh? I'm in. I'm on board. I'm with it. I'm with it. I'm hip. Ha. Well, don't just frickin' look at me like I'm frickin' Frankenstein. Come and give your daddy a hug. Hug, hug, hug. Little Austin Powers reference for you, fellas and ladies. Video. We flip the light switch on in this park. Outstanding. I don't know what else to say about it. Murph is going to do Murph things, which is build amazing stadiums. He's got the cool little double deck inside the wall here with their own concession stands right into this brick wall. Could this maybe be grounds crew or bullpens? Don't know. Either way, it looks great. Cool parking lot in right field. Entrance to the stadium in right field. Cold drinks. Murph doing Murph things. And I'm going to do Phil things, which is give amazing stadiums stamps. There's one for you, Murph. As if you haven't got 1.5 million already. Buckle in if you like this guy's stadiums, fellas. He has a ton more for us to see. I only wish I could get more in each video. But we have another stadium from Ranger Man, 226490. You may know him as Zachary in the premieres and live streams. This is B-Elementz Stadium in Boston, Massachusetts. Has an altitude of 800 feet, built in 2024. He says this ballpark was designed for his younger brother, who is a Red Sox fan. Basically a reinvention of Fenway Park, but with massive tweaks and modifications. His brother is also a hard-style music artist, and that artist's name is B-Elementz. So there you go. Oh, look at that. Another little lake. Another lake or pond situation, water falling right into the stadium. And you got the whale there. I know you can do some great whale watching off the ocean in Massachusetts. My buddy, who's a Red Sox fan, my buddy from radio, he went and they said they saw tons of whales. So that's cool. I like the second deck. I like the different angles of it. I love how it's pressed up right against each other. I like how it jolts out. Fantastic. B-Elementz labeled right on that second deck. And then, of course, you got some out-of-town scoreboards right there. This is a unique take. Oh, I like that a lot. Another fountain in the middle here. But you got the plaza level seating that goes all the way around. And then above that, you got the luxury. But then right behind home plate is another upper deck. Same thing over in right. This time it curls around a little bit, though. Now it's the Coca-Cola, BMW, and B-Elementz. And of course, got to have the green monster. But instead of the fancy counter-style seating over there, you have fancy plaza-level seating that takes you back into this building with a giant scoreboard above that. Hit it here, sign over some luxury plaza. Fantastic. Ranger Man, excellent. You got the home run decks back here, just in foul territory. Looks great. Boston, Massachusetts in the background. That's definitely on the to-do list. Oh, man. Look at that. Another beautifully faced-off stadium on the outside. Excellent work. So many different colors. Lots of blue and brick and white and dark. Is it black? Blue? Oh, it's blue. I think we talked about that recently. Someone else who did this. There's some kind of like design on top. Or are you supposed to be able to see in the train station? I don't know. But either way, it looks phenomenal. He sent me the portfolio, guys. I promise I'll share it soon. Zach, I promise I'll share it soon. I got to get caught up on some stadiums first, buddy. Maybe I'll do them on a live stream or something in the near future while we're eagerly awaiting 25 to come out. But I would love to get these down. This is over here the home of the Patriots out here down the first base line. I'm dying to go to Boston. I'll be there in full Yankee gear. Don't you worry about that. But I got to go. Got to go to Fenway Park. And then once I'm there, tear it down. Take it down. Put up a new thing. You know, the fans, they say, oh, I love my old building. I love my old building. But as a Yankee fan who loved Yankee Stadium and had so many memories in Yankee Stadium, not just me as, you know, a spectator there, but as everybody with the history that's happened in Yankee Stadium, you get over it. I promise. You get over it with how new and modern and more comfortable everything is in a new stadium. So push for a new stadium, guys. Come on. It's time. Stadium's over freaking 100 years old. Once again, make sure we get a good look at the park at night, and make sure you guys get a good look at the stamp. Excellent, excellent work, Mr. White. Amazing. Est81 is back in Studio 44 with another stadium intended to be a replacement for Oakland Coliseum in Oakland, California. This has an altitude of 46 feet. It was built in 1984. Amazing, in case you don't remember, is our buddy from Denmark who found out how great baseball is, found this game to learn more about it, and started creating stadiums. And I love that right field. I love the curved deck layered in like a step formation. Outstanding. And then you got the circled concourse in front, paying homage to poor Ricky Henderson, who we lost right before Christmas. His birthday was on Christmas too. But yeah, that's a great looking little tribute section to him. And maybe there's a little museum for him inside. Outstanding. Hall of Fame center fielder / left fielder. Not known particularly for his defense, but man, the dude could hit. He could steal bases, of course. And he could change the course of a game just by getting on base. What's going on here? What am I missing? Is this a new version of this building that I don't know about? Say what now? It's not attached to it. Where the hell was I when this happened? I don't know, but I love it. Theater Hall, New York, New York. Let's see if there's anything behind Theater Hall, the name Theater Hall. Says he hopes 25 is treating us good so far. I have made a new stadium that I think you would enjoy. It's called Theater Hall. Once again, it's for the A's, built solely with a focus on how it looks in-game. Greetings from Denmark, and again, keep up the good work. Thank you, sir. Listen, I'm not doing the good work. Y'all are. By building these stadiums and sending to me. Oh, look we got here. Look what we have here, fellas. We have a little fountain behind home plate, and in that fountain is canoes. We have canoes with plants in them. Look at that. Very, very fun. Man, am I full of it today or what? What the hell is going on? I was at the dentist today. They didn't give me any gas that I know of. They just gave me a cleaning. Took a couple x-rays. The scanner one, because I still have my wisdom teeth and they couldn't get back there. So they had to do the burn. They strap my head in there and everything, and you got to stand still and you got to duck your shoulders so the thing can get all the way around you. Dentist is never fun, is it? They're digging at your teeth and they're freaking grinding at you, and they're sticking their hands in your mouth and then wiping it on the side of my face so my own slobber's on my face. I hate the dentist. But yeah, left field is cool. Oh, look at this. I like this. The top of the tower sticking out. Some people are hanging out on that. That is placed in the middle of a nice little hill section. And then you got the wedge building faced off with the MLB sign. Fun. And then he's got the rye sticking out from that building out here with the intentional talk. And I think he has this in the last one, right? Oh, he told me what this meant in the thing, right? It's a similar symbol that he made out of letters. And he told me what it meant in the premiere. Or maybe it was in the comments. I think it was in the comments. No, I think it was in the premiere, in the chat. Shoot, I'll have to go back and look. But yeah, it had a meaning. And I don't know. Either way, the stadium is very fun, very congested, very funky, and outside the box again. What a great idea. What a fun concept for a stadium. Lots going on. Things happening in center field. Things wedged in between seating sections and concessions, and All kinds of stuff going on. Flip that light switch. I love the right field stands. That is really, really cool. And then there's the theater, of course. The carnival ride back there, too. There's the Golden Gate Bridge. Lots of buildings in the background. Let's see how we faced it off. I see there's a bunch of buildings. Holy crap. Yep, the one building stacked up on top of each other and then lined all the way around the stadium. Very cool. Mr. Amazing Est 81. See, it's chaos, but it's organized chaos. And it's chaotic in a very, I mean, I know you'd never see a real stadium that looks like this, but it's organized in a legit, realistic kind of way. At least most parts. But I love it. He's got stairs in front of these field level sections so people can come down and get their snacks and maybe come up on this homeward deck and experience the game in a different way, which I'm pretty sure I hear a lot of new ballparks are leaning towards that direction, get people out of the seats and around the stadium checking out the game. So let's go ahead and throw this one a stamp too. Theater Hall by Amazing Est 81. Thank you, sir. I hope all is well with you in 2025 so far out there in Denmark. Skater 3 Boy is back in Studio 44. This is Rail Yard in Jackson, Mississippi. Has an altitude of 932 feet, built 1920. And he said in the notes that this is his take on a small town historic ballpark that will hopefully someday grow into a minor league franchise or team that will play in Jackson, Mississippi. And forgive me, sir, I don't remember if we showed this live or not. I know, or I think I know, I'm pretty sure, right? You were the gentleman who I caught in a live stream of the prologue of all the stadiums, and I wanted to get to your stadiums. I wanted to show them live, and then I thought that I accidentally missed you and forgot about you, and by the time I came back to it and realized that you had left the stream, and I got in touch with you via email or something, and oh no, it was a comment on one of your videos because you had your own channel up, I think, and I commented on your videos, and you let me know that you didn't want to join the contest, you just wanted to show off the stadiums. So I don't remember if we showed this one on or not. The train tracks are familiar in left field, but I know a couple other creators have done something similar. This looks fantastic with all the trains going by. I imagine it would be pretty loud, but man, it looks really cool. And this little construction area out here where it looks like they're building something small looks great as well. You got the train station and then a warehouse or the hangar doubling as a warehouse. A little factory, another factory. It's kind of a factory. This kind of reminds me of Patty's Pub. Patrick's Pub. And It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. God damn, I love that show. But yeah, right field, again, a little farm and trees and the water tower. This all looks great. Anything that you use this stone, I got to use this stone more. It looks so good. It really does. No matter how you use it, whether it's a wall or stairs or you're putting it in the ground and using it as, like a fancy walkway, it just looks good. And you have a little concession stand out here. People in these bleachers can get up and go over there and grab something to eat to watch the game. Bushes surround the grass area. And then you got the street, the little neighborhoods, the little road sign up here, church, the connected housing. Beautiful. Very Arch-esque, very Texas Eggs. Well, yeah, Texas Eggs have done some stadiums like this. Murph has done stadiums like this. Very clean, very realistic, very stampable. Oh, messed up my freaking camera again. Man, I gotta simmer down. Simmer down. But it all looks great. Very fun stuff, Skater 3 Boy. I think we might have one or two in the queue left from you. But yeah, the park itself is pretty simple. But again, it's a growing, little neighborhood that hopes to one day host a minor league team. And you're going to be hitting balls off and over the scoreboard and the signs and into the trees. Does it make noise when you go into a tree? That needs to happen. I think that would be really cool. But I'll be on live soon playing my Ricky Davis League playoff games. And we'll discuss some things that we think should go into the next version of the game. I mean, I know we've talked about a lot of the basic stuff before, but I'm sure there's small things here and there. I read a great article on Operation Sports that talked about some things that needed to go in the 25 version of the game, and I agreed with a lot of them. But I think they left a lot out too. So anyway, great job, Skater 3 Boy, The Rail Yard. Go download it from the vault right now. Okay, fellas, I don't want to spend too much time in this park. This is from our good buddy Stephen K. 3001. We know him. We love him. He's in the premieres. He's in the live chats. But we have seen the stadium before. He's done some tweaks to it. So I wanted to get on and show those tweaks really quick. We have canoes in the outfield. Fantastic. He did a nice job cleaning up the stadium. Excellent work. This looks really great. Very clean. Curving things around right into the foul poles. And then the outside of the stadium is cleaned up with this building, which has a nice flat wall behind it. I wish they would just give us a building similar, or just give us a wall with nothing on top like that so we could use it as a wall. But it looks like he added the grass entrance to the stadium and a little park and some buildings and a little cul-de-sac, church, parking garage, Golden Gate Bridge, some steamships out here, steamboats. Again, I'll maybe play the video of the last time we saw the stadium back to back so we can see what's new. He didn't leave any comments in the notes, but yeah, Steven, I love this park, but dude, let's see some new stuff from you, buddy. Now that you got it down how to clean up the stadium, I'd love to see some new creations from you. Not that I didn't like your old stuff, but you're obviously getting better and better and better. So keep up the good work, man. Flip that light switch. He's got stands, or he's got fans on the Western Metal Supply building out there in left. He's got a little fountain and the sculpture back there. Very fun stuff. You can go underneath. Got the home run apple, of course, being a new Met Stadium. What do you think, Stephen K., about Juan Soto taking the subway over to Queens to play for the Mets next year, and for the next, 15 or so after that? He's going to be playing with the Mets when he's 96. Just doing that little shuffle that he does, where he goes down when he doesn't swing at it. Even that's going to hurt his back. He'll be a full-time DH before it's too long. He's just not a good enough fielder. But yeah, thanks a lot, Stephen K. I love it. Let me know in the chat what you think about Juan Soto. We have another stadium to check out from Mr. Scotty Warren, or Great Scott. This stadium is called 2024 Mashup. It's in Everywhere, USA, has max altitude, built in 2024. Says he mentioned it during the live stream last night. Last night being December 30th, when we did that big first video for the prologue of the Stadium of the Year contest. It's crazy that this stadium's been in my queue for almost a month, as it's 128 today, 128.25. But he says he mixed a lot of his 2024 stadiums, most of which we have shown. It was a fun little park to put together. He relents from Great Garden Park, Audi Indoor USA, Canoe Cove, Bless Us Mess, Mountain Pass Park, The Arcade, Home Run Derby Contest Submission, RLW Memorial Field, Cursed, Winter Park, and I'm sure a couple others that he forgotten to put in there. But thanks, man. It was fun chatting with you last night, a month ago. Let's take a peek. What do we got? We got retired numbers there out and left. We have Canoe Cove. Bless This Mess Cafe. I'm so baffled. Again, I love the stadium it went up against as well. It just surprises me. Look at this stacked area out here with this pool and the mountains and the waterfall. Scotty. Wow. That looks freaking amazing. This little great garden section, unbelievable. And of course, it's only enhanced by the fact that there are canoes. We have canoes. All the different little layers and nooks and crannies and oh geez, with the frickin' babies. Come on. The Top Shelf Lounge. Audi USA up here. The concourse is faced off with the tile as a railing. Looks great. Not super standard around and behind, but it's sucked right up to the field, which is cool. You got Mountain Pass Express, RLW Kid Zone, with some statues in the middle with the trees and the bushes. And, oh, man. Too bad this couldn't be in the Stadium of the Year contest. We have another canoe chilling out under the scoreboard here, the 3 lights above it. Outstanding. The pier that takes you out into the water. Little steamship or steamboat with people on that. And then the waterfall in the background coming from unfrickin' believable, dude. Wait. Scott, you went up against North Pole Park. Okay, North Pole is the one that I was surprised that lost. North Pole by Young Gun. Look how deep it is out there in left center field. 370, 404 right there. Yeah, that's a poke. But then it's pretty shallow over here. 290 with the tall wall. So hope your right-handed hitters can go oppo, although it is only 310. I love how this blends in too. The Ivy look blending into this lower level. Freaking canoes everywhere. Fantastic. Scotty, this is one of your best. But yeah, he's got all these distances marked out here in right field with the portals, and my dear Lord. Fantastic. I'm going to have to give this a bigger stamp. And I'll put it right up there. Hey, I did that pretty good. Went right to the camera, pointing in the right spot. Wow. Taking on Arch for the thumbnail. Let's see if I pretty good. It's outstanding, Scotty. One of your best ever. Thank you for contributing to the stadium to Studio 44, and thank you for all your stadiums that you made all year last year. Can't wait to see what's coming in 25
Green
Scene Field in Greenfield, USA is next. The stadium has an altitude of 2,500 feet, built in 2024. Comes to us from our good friend Jason 43950. Wow. Look at right field. Breaking the bleacher section up with the brick staircase, the custom-made brick staircase. Looks great. Umbrella seating on top of that. The fancy new walkway above that. Scoreboard. Oh, this is a cool idea. I don't think I've seen that before. Blending in the out-of-town scoreboard in that little gap. Is this from a real stadium? It seems like an awkward structure for a scoreboard. You'd think it would be a nice big scoreboard in the middle of that beam structure. What do you call those? Are they beams? It's not scaffolding, right? Scaffolding is the little pipes and the walkways that Scotty did so well and bless this mess. Pretty standard around and behind, although it's got 4 big decks. You got the FanDuel Sportsbook little party house up here on top of the field level seating. That looks cool. Sign on top of that. Light on top of those. Cool. And this is unique. Little walkway here coming out of this building. Okay. Maybe it was a historical building and the train stopped going through, so they built this little area here and fenced it in so people can come out and check out the game. That's cool. Very fun. Now I forgot. Are these like doors? Is that what these are doubling as? Because they sure work as that. Huge concourse out here in the corner. Very clean. Very creative. Ooh, laser ribbon in between this one and this little gap. Nice. Nice big blank wall. Again, I use this one myself. It's cool. It's a good building to use. Bunch of picnic tables up here. Luxury seating that goes all the way along the home run fence. Looks like we have an anomaly back here with steps that take people right down on top. I love it. And then you got a building blended into that. Excellent. Added all this greenery on top of this building. Very cool indeed, sir. Wow. Stacked bullpen in right center field. Looks great. Everything fenced in by the dinosaur wall. Man, what a fantastic video this is turning out to be. I was a little nervous about it, I'm not going to lie, because I was showing so many stadiums that I've already showed before. And they're great stadiums, don't get me wrong, but I'm scared you guys will be like, oh man, I already saw this one. But they're all great stadiums, and the new stadiums in this video are fantastic. So many stamps. And there's another for Jason, 43,950. Oh, this is great in here. This little area, what takes you down here? You had something similar in Yellow Banks, right? Okay. Yeah, you go in here, and there's the dudes, or ladies, I'm sorry, the ladies watching the game from underneath. Fan-freaking-tastic. Then you got a little club area in here, too. Super fun. People can hide from the rain under here. What a great deck. What a great ballpark. What a great stadium creator. Jason, 43,950. Nice work, man. Beautiful. Okay, we've mixed in some new to Studio 44 Stadium, so let's get back into a stadium that we have already seen here. This is Royal Caribbean Field at Pier 44. It's in Newark, New Jersey, has an altitude of 13 feet, built in 2024 by Mr. J Disc 98. And we did show the stadium in the prologue to the Stadium of the Year contest, so I wanted to sneak it in. And I love how he incorporated the pier to the stadium. Has the big Ferris wheel way up there, so you're going to be way on top looking down at the game. How fun. I can't believe that hasn't been incorporated into a stadium yet. It seems like a cool way to catch a glimpse of the game. Of course, you probably have to shut it down during like playoffs and stuff, because people tend to jump around and get so excited when big things happen. But yeah, you could have like little speakers in there where you could hear like the broadcasters from the game, because you know you're not going to be able to catch everything while you're up there spinning around and shit, but it's fun. Oh, look how he connected the pier with the escalator and the bridge. Unfortunately, we didn't get a chance to chat with J-Disc about his stadiums, but yeah, I like the luxury seats put in here. So we didn't get to get into his head too much, but yeah, some fun ideas in here, and Coca-Cola Park, which I think was the one that edged out Big Impact and then lost to Murph. But yeah, pretty standard around and behind. I like how the top decks are angled in towards the field. That looks really cool. And you'll know how I like when you can cleanly put the second deck, you know, all the way around. I think it looks really good. And he faced it off well, or not faced it off well, but built a cool little custom structure to host that scoreboard. Royal Caribbean Field, obviously, at Pier 44. Outstanding. J-Disc 98. Bunch of trees in the background, and behind the trees is the water, where we have canoes. People chilling out in the canoes, waiting for some home run balls. I don't know if they're going to get an 8. That's quite a poke. Quite a poke out there. Got to go over trees and those shipping containers that are hosting or closing in the stadium. And it's 404 out there, so maybe home run derby, maybe an arcade mode home run derby. I forgot what. Yeah, the altitude's only 13 feet, so not sure they're going to get any balls. And there's, of course, a giant ship. I will be on one of those in just a few weeks' time, about 2.5. taking off from Fort Lauderdale. I don't know how much you guys will care about it, but I'll do some live streaming out there. I think it'll be fun. My wife, I think, did she ever get it? Got one of those cameras that you know, like a GoPro that you can put on your head. So when we're doing stuff, you know, you might be able to catch that. I'll probably have to edit that and put it on later, but I thought that could be fun. See what you guys think. But yeah, great ballpark. J-Disc 98. Let's throw a stamp at it if I haven't already. If I have, there's a second stamp. Ugh. Trying not to get sidetracked. Trying to keep these videos a little bit shorter, but hey, we have so much fun in the live premieres chatting with each other, shooting the shit. So, you know, who cares if I get a few less views because of it? We're having fun, so let's keep up the fun, huh? I like the corner too. Buddy M's, right? Oh yeah. Connecting the two little areas. The base path seating and the home run seating. Oh, and he's got the seats under here too with the wall. That looks really cool. With the structures that, or the beams or whatever that, you know, support the plaza level seating holding up. Yeah, great. Nice work, J-Disc 98. Thank you, sir. Fantastic. That could be a thumbnail too. That looks really good. Man, this is a pickle. I don't know which one to go with. We have ourselves another stadium intended for Oakland, California. This one is another take on the Howard Terminal concept. This one comes to us from a stadium creator, legend Jace Chiff. The altitude of the stadium is 3,750 feet, built in 2023, and who knows, maybe it could still happen in expansion, or I know a lot of people aren't convinced that the A's are moving to Oakland until shovels are in the ground, but I mean, you never know. I love this. Looks like his own take on it because most of them have the slanted outfield, right, where you can actually walk up and get on the roof of the stadium. But yeah, he's got the fancy walkway out here, and it says Howard Terminal on here. Awesome little custom luxury section surrounded by the stone. Outstanding. Again, a smaller build with only 2 decks, but you have like this mini luxury section up here, and he uses his signature casino building where you can get the light up effect. And then over in the corner, I think more of the same. Oh, freaking standing. I like this little area out here with the anomalies. There you go. Anomalies make it. And Jace Chiff, you'll have to remind me in comments or something. Do you play in your stadiums or do you just build them for show? But either way. Oh, here's where the climb happens, maybe. Oh, okay. Maybe he just saved a little memory and not made it go all the way around the stadium. That's pretty smart. But yeah, that's the concept I remember seeing, you know, the feature about it the most is the fact that it started at like ground level and went all the way up. And he got very creative creating stairs using the top of the Wrigley buildings. And the bleachers are substituting for the stairs. Nice. And then over here, what are your stairs? Oh, the parking garage. That looks great. On either side, the stairs taking you up, and even these guys can maybe get you under what's ever going on behind this plaza level seating. That is amazing. That looks great. Then, of course, they were going to build all these luxury housing behind, or maybe affordable housing. I don't know, but yeah. But yeah, that whole angled plaza into the water, a very unique take on going into the water, looks phenomenal. Turn those lights on, and it looks even better. You got a sailboat out there, some steamships, the shipping containers, of course. Did he put those? Oh, no, it's part of the ship. Okay, hid the ship. Okay. Excellent. What'd I say? This guy's a legend. All-star. Hall of Famer, whatever you want to call it. Epic builds. Everything that he puts out there. Did get to talk to him in September when we did that live stream for the half year. Man, I was thinking, I was telling myself, oh, I'm going to show all the stadiums I ever stamped in Studio 44. Yeah, right. Freaking stamp so many stadiums, we'd be here till freaking 2028 version of the game. And this is one of those. So nice work, Jace Chiff, on another fantastic stadium. Unbelievable. I mean, I say it's unbelievable, but it's believable because this dude puts them out all the time. I like how he has a little gap in here, and he's got this whole big plant area. So good. Using the SDS sign. Great work, sir. Another potential thumbnail. Here we go, folks. I can already tell from the thumbnail that this is going to be another piece of art from our good friend Young Gun 1417. This is B. Ross Field in Fairbanks, Alaska. Has an altitude of 5,150 feet, built in 1984. Bob Ross, for those youngsters who may not know, I mean, you probably do. He's on shirts. There's YouTube videos. People still watch this dude. He's been dead for I don't know how long, but he's a tiny little dude with the afro, and he's painting, and he always calls his trees like happy little trees, and you'll see it right here and right. Happy Little Tree Cafe. He'll build it and go, let's say there's a happy little tree along this mountain. There we go. Yeah. And there's another one here. There. But look at the scenery back here, straight out of a Bob Ross painting. Oh, there's some balloons around, and there's a bunch of water with a bunch of boats and canoes. I see them hiding back there. They want a home run ball. All these folks do. But look at this. Out freaking standing 2 decks. The top deck has this little walkway concourse with the signs fencing it in, the lights on top. Excellent. Incorporating the waterfall look again, like his North Pole build. So good. Wow. Again, I'm blown away by this thing. Little islands out here with rocks. The scoreboard built way into the mountain out there. Nice. Woo! Don't take me long to stamp this bad boy. Scone. I'm so glad. Oh, it's this whole stadium's on an island. You got to get in on a boat. Freaking amazing. Young Gun 1417. Again, I don't know how your stadium lost. I thought it'd be all the way to the end, a potential winner. Yours and Garden State both out in this round, and they're 2 that I thought could easily move on to the end or hold off until the end. Again, I'm nothing against the stadiums you were up against. I love them. Don't get me wrong. But this one, and Bless This Mess, and Garden State just blew me away. And I think the reactions that everybody was given in the chats and comments and whatever also seemed to just be blown away by these parks. So, I mean, I guess that just says that much more for the stadiums that took you down. That they were able to beat these amazing stadiums. Bob Ross Field. Let me give the credit where credit is due. So, yeah, pulling up the brackets, I apologize, I don't remember. But New York Mets, 2006. It's a great stadium. He created Met Stadium SC. He took out Young Guns North Pole Park. Again, it's not a bad park. It's a great park, a great stadium. Just I remember everyone being blown away by Young Gun 14-17. And then the other one that I was surprised was Bo Tigers Legion Park taking on Fresh One X's Garden State Park. Again, both great stadiums. Nothing against Bo Tigers Legion Park at all. Phenomenal, phenomenal stadium. I love the fountain. I love the retired numbers up there in right field. All that is great. Again, I just remember everyone being absolutely blown away by Fresh 1X, so it just surprised me as all. But, man, I don't know who would take down this stadium if it ever came to a contest. And unfortunately, it wouldn't be eligible for 25, and we're already near the end of 24's contest, so it's just going to sit in limbo. This is one of the things I was worried about when I started as early as December 30th, but now here we are, January 28th, and I'm looking through Discord. Everybody's excited about 25, and yeah, hopefully some big things are coming, but that sure can't take anything from this stadium. But the stadium here in 24, one of the last great builds of the game, certainly can't be overlooked. Outstanding. Young Gun 14-17. Jason Young in the chats, in the live premieres. You've seen him. We know him. We love him. Outstanding work, sir. Let's check the notes to see if he has anything to say about it. Sailboats make a nice home run target. Center field has a scenic view of the water fields. Yeah, you're not kidding. It's a nice view coming in the stadium from outside here through the tunnel. Where was that? Left center field has custom seating area with tunnel taking you out of the riverboat. Let's see. Here it is. Here's that tunnel. Let's try to do some sewer work. Coming in from the boat, you're walking in, and boom. Yeah, there it is. Excellent. You pan over here to the left. Happy little trees there. Yeah, what else? There are also docks located around the field to shuttle fans over to the Happy Little Tree Cafe. Okay, yep. The whole stadium is located on an island only accessible by boats. We discovered that ourselves. There are also little docks located around the field to shuttle fans over to the Happy Little Cafe. Some people like to just hang out in their boats or canoes and watch the game from the water on the large scoreboard behind the right field cafe. Oh, there it is. Yep, huddled around. Several of those have parked their boats in some of the islands in the water and are taking it off from the beach or lighthouse. A few people are just parked fishing while they listen to the game. At Bob Ross Field, you can just let go and fall like a waterfall. Outstanding, dude. Great job. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, we have a new creator to Studio 44. Always excited when we have new names joining the fun. This is Big Sky Field in Paintsville, Kentucky. Has an altitude of 614 feet, built in 2025, and it comes to us from a gentleman named Judgito, 1978. All he said in the notes was, look down in the left field corner and the press box up above home plate at the numbers. Takes a little work, but I believe I figured out a way to not have to use the wooden numbers. Well, let's take a look. Wait a second. Okay, yeah. Oh, look at that. He blocked off the brick. All right, to make the 6. Okay. And then he blended in some numbers here. Now, we have seen that before. using the letters as numbers, but, he's hiding certain spots with brick and using the, the concourse props mixed in with the background. Nice work. 76-43. Okay, yeah. Well, let's get into the ins and outs of this stadium. I like the stack. Oh, this is cool. I like how, first of all, he's using the barrier as the yellow line, which we all wish was included in the next versions of the game. But I like how it goes out and then jolts in and then comes down and down and down. That looks really cool. This little jolt right there looks great. And then he has 396 out here in left field using the wooden signs there. But that's a good enough, the stack zone. It's easy to hide the bottom part and make it look better. So I also like this look with the tall wall, not dead center. And then it looks like they're the same height. But I like the look when one side is smaller or, than the other side of the big wall. But it still looks cool. Multiple levels, Big Sky Field, labeled nicely, adding the old school clock from the scoreboard above Big Sky Field. That's a cool look. Stadium goes around. Ooh, very creative back here. Using the upper decks of the futuristic props and then field level back here. Oh, he's got the walls all the way up. That's pretty fun. All right, some park or garden area back here. Luxury seating with a custom press box. AMW22EBC radio. I'm guessing that's a local radio station in the area. Nice little corner. So are these retired numbers? If so, why are they significant? You don't see many 76 in baseball. I like it. What's that for? Fun little custom concourse up here with the luxury seating. That takes you over to water where we have canoes! We have canoes! The Splash Town. Hit it up here. All right. Wow, you got a big boat in here too. With the fountain. Awesome. I'm digging it. I'm digging it, Judge Ito. Is it for Aaron Judge? Because I definitely dig that too. Wow. The waves and the lights as I zoomed past here was really freaking me out. It looked like they were like moving. I don't know if you guys will get the same effect I do looking at the TV, but yeah, faced off, cool with the terminal and parking garages connected to it, and that guy's jolting out. Fan-freaking-tastic. And you got this building out. Then you got this building out here and left. People are hanging out on that. The cool walkway built right into this hill looks really cool. Fantastic. We have ourselves a new creator to Studio 44 to stamp. I dig it. There's things really cool about the stadium. Judge Ito, thanks for joining the fun, sir. I look forward to seeing new stadiums from you very soon. Let's turn that light switch on real quick, though. Wow, oh, I didn't even notice this guy up here. The cool platform, the Jetsons look. I guess I never really noticed this either. These like little pods that stick out. Those are cool. Great work, sir. Judge Ito, welcome to Studio 44. All right, folks, we have a stadium creator who's new to Studio 44 and not new to Studio 44 at the same time. This is Root Canal Field in Oakland, California. The stadium has an altitude of 25 feet. It's going to be ready for us in the year 2028. Now, the creator in the note says, welcome to Root Canal Field. It's actually his vision of the Howard Terminal Ballpark. So we're seeing the 3 different versions of a stadium made for the Oakland A's to keep them in Oakland. He received a root canal one day and started building a stadium when he got home. He intends to name his parks goofy names instead of realistic ones. He loves comedy. He says he wants us to check out other stadiums that he created, stadiums like Dead Ball Park, Solo Cup Field, and so on. But this man is the man we all know and love, especially me. This is the gentleman that bought the Studio 44 shirt and wore it to Oakland the last 2 games ever played in the Oakland Coliseum. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Mark Stevens, or Mark S., as you know him and love him, in all the live premieres from mine and Sewell's channels. You know him from all the live streams that the two of us have done. He's in and out of there all the time. So I was so excited to hear that he has a ballpark for us to check out. So let's dive in. We'll start in right field. Outstanding. Are you kidding me, dude? This guy says, I'm nervous. Be nice. I love your channel. Peace out, homie. First of all, I love peace out, homie, but what's to be nervous about? That's absolutely gorgeous. Lower level of bleachers, walkway, covered area with the overhang, whatever the heck we call these things. He's got the TVs built in, bleachers on top of that, and behind that is this gorgeous curved park that is faced off with that walkway. Outstanding. Are you kidding me, dude? Phenomenal. Bro, where have you been? Left field, great work with the bleachers, and you have a little bullpen out here. And then another faced off with the thing. Nice. The concession stand. Are you kidding me, Mark? This is freaking amazing. You're going to be hitting balls in all kinds of different levels over here. Maybe getting on the roof. How deep are things out here in left? 332, pretty standard. So that's a poke to get it up there, but definitely doing it in a home run derby. Wow, I'm blown away, bro. This is absolutely gorgeous. If this was a Murph Stadium, I'd be like, yeah, it's just another Murph Stadium. If this was Young Gun or Sluggish Moth, Sewell, yeah, I'd be like, this is freaking great. You know, what's that line in Spaceballs? After Princess Vespa shoots all the Spaceballs, he goes, not bad for a girl. But then the girl said, that was pretty good for Rambo, the robot. This is a good stadium if fucking Sewell, Carmen's dad, Jace Chiff made it. It's amazing. And it's getting a fucking stamp. Homie. I freaking love it. Are you kidding? It's amazing. Anyone in this chat who says it's not amazing is out of their gourd. I love it. Again, it could have been entered into the contest, and I wouldn't be surprised if it made it very, very far. Very compact, a lot going on in a small area in left field. One thing I do disagree with you about, though, is you said up here in the challenge section, the only challenge I have is knowing when I'm done messing with a section or area, I've learned that less is more and more is muddy. In a baseball stadium, I think the more you fit and the more changes you make in a small space, as long as they look good, as long as they're, organized chaos or organized congestion, like RC4 and Laraco and Marco 113002, they jam a lot into little spaces, and I think that really helps a ballpark, which you kind of did over here with the bleachers and the bullpen. And, I tend to, when I just make a stadium, left field is all one main feature. Right field's all one main feature. Center field's all one main feature. The more you can jam in and the different layers you can create, I think it makes more fun targets and it makes a better stadium. So, agree to disagree with you on that. But other than that, I see where you're going in a lot of places where less is more and more is muddy. I get you on that part. But in a stadium, I just tend to disagree with you. But that's beside the point because this stadium is freaking phenomenal. It has the stamp. We've seen it in the lights. I'm so excited to see that you're a freaking phenomenal creator. But I'm a little bummed it took you this long to get out there and show us your work, because it's outstanding. And I will definitely be checking out those other stadiums in the future. So thank you, sir. Thank you for showing off the shirt in Oakland on its last day. And thank you for finally joining all the fun. Now people in the comment boxes are going to be complimenting your stadiums. By the way, he did give a lot of shout outs. He says he's inspired by all the legends: Murph, Sandman Dan, Carmen's dad, me, Sewell. The list goes on. Please feel free to check out those stadiums. You bet your ass I'm gonna, buddy, homie. We are going to close out this amazing video with another amazing creator. In fact, it's one of those legends that Mark just mentioned in the previous stadium. This is Int Coastal Park, Miami. It's in Miami, Florida. Has an altitude of 2,800 feet, built in 2024, and it comes to us by that man, that myth, that legend, Sandman Dan. Just got this one very recently, so I wanted to sneak it into this video. Look at right field. Outstanding. I love the ivy look curling around. That looks fantastic. You got the field level seating, and then above that, the Int Coastal Park sign, obviously, and then the standing room only with the fountain, which is fenced off, and then another luxury seating section with that, and then on top of that is the futuristic seating. Outstanding. I love the deck that turns into the Tipsy Flamingo Club. Nice, Dan. Beautiful stadium. Oh, my goodness. Dan is at it again. Very Miami with the shark scoreboard. I like the angled out bleacher section. That's fantastic. On top of the Tipsy Flamingo. Did you do research? Is that something that you discovered, or is that something that you just kind of made up? You'll have to let me know in the comments. The scoreboard's in here so people can watch this game. Put the concession stands right in the middle of the Singers prop. Oh, I like the stairs angled out. Oh, look at this. This is that. We may have a breakthrough, guys. Another great railing idea for the stairs. That is excellent, because it's one tiny little thing that looks like it could naturally be part of a railing to let you know stairs are coming. Fantastic. Dan is at it again with another fountain out here in left, another curved concourse above field level seating, a great little Fontaine Canoe Hotel. Oh my God, I love doing this. Oh, so fun. I just can't express enough to you guys how obsessed I was with baseball stadiums. Like I said, people used to make fun of me because I would carry around clipboards at work and just draw them. And I have notebooks of them saved up upstairs. And then to get on here and to see all this work, all this love that's put into these stadiums by you guys, it really is amazing that, I found this community, and I hope I played a part in bringing everybody together. And if that is the case, I'm certainly proud of that. And I know Sewell had a great role in that, and Harrison, and of course all of you guys have, by making all these stadiums and continuing to share them with me, and sticking around in the chats and coming to all the live premieres. It's just been so much fun. Just this whole thing that we've kind of built together is just, this whole network is just amazing, and I love it. And all you guys are so cool. It was so fun chatting with some of you guys at the the prologue and back in September. And I know that we'll get together again in the future, especially with the new game coming out, and maybe we'll get on live, when that happens, and we can talk about the new things. I don't know. I'm just amazed that there's as many crazies out there who are obsessed with baseball stadiums as me, who would take the time to make these great ballparks and get excited when they, are shown on YouTube, and, stick around for an hour and a half. But I mean, yeah, it's been great. So keep them stadiums coming. I'll keep producing the videos, and I'll keep giving you more content, whether it's showcasing stadiums or organizing a contest or showing you some Ricky Davis League stuff. I hope there's new franchise stuff, because I think I want to live stream more making uniforms so I can get your guys' input. I think that could be fun too. I know it's mainly a stadium creator channel, and that's definitely more my love, but I'm not as good at the uniform thing, so maybe you guys can help me make them better. I have talked to Mark about the San Diego Canoes. I think that's going to happen for the next season of the Ricky Davis League. So we'll have the San Diego Canoes, and we'll move the Diablo someplace else and have their color scheme be the same, and we'll take it from there. So thank you guys so much. Be on the lookout for that content. Make sure you go and vote for the final stadiums remaining in the 2024 Stadium of the Year contest. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I'm getting close to 700, but I want 1,000 in the worst way possible. So help me get there, guys. If you haven't subscribed already, please do so. It really helps a lot to have more subscriptions, more likes on the videos, and all that good stuff. So thank you all once again. We'll catch you all very soon.